Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Bash.
Now the starting lineup for the visiting team. Hi,
Hi, everyone. We've got time for a quick pregame.
Good evening, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets have focused on the work, and they let the results.
I am so glad we are teammates, H.M.J.A, and they are a fun team to watch. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Bay and Grant are the forwards. Hayes out there with Josh Jackson. And Stewart in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, the post pair, Durant along with Griffin. Thomas is out there with Irving, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. Griffin finds Harris. Right now, both these sides dealing with injuries. We won't be seeing either of them, Clark, at 100%.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, Kevin, but I give their coaches a lot of credit for plugging the holes effectively to this point.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And right away, straight line to the basket. Josh Jackson, unbelievable speed.
Outside Irving, the shot. It's not going to go for him. And it's Detroit the other way. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Grant against KD. Pass to Bay. Back to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Nets. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
They get the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Kicks it to Grant from deep. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's Irving, and he banks in the layup.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and feet.
Great open look there. Irving's got 5 now.
The team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Now here's Hayes. His last outing with 20 points. Outside Jackson. Bay wide open, and he fires. It's good from long range.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there. Has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
The kick out to Irving. Jackson against Thomas. And Thomas with the stop. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Hayes with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Grant finds Stewart. Now here's Hayes. Defense right on him. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The Nets with the lead. Outside Durant. Over Stewart. Thomas passes to Irving. KD on the wing. No good on the three. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Stars.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. That's Mills in for Harris. Lyles in the dunk by Lyles. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
1:19 left in the first quarter. Bay against Thomas. Bay kicks to Diallo. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Just 5 to shoot. Misses off the right iron. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. There's the pass to Mills. Driving the lane. Thomas outside. Craps in the tray. Thomas got 7 points.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Lee outside. Bay against Thomas. Bay, no good. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 4. And that one's good, Irving.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul.
15 seconds. Coming up on the floor for your Nets, Nicholas Claxton.
Lee outside. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead, up by 6. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, plenty of firepower, but Kyrie Irving committed to...
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out.
Now it's been a real focus, hasn't it, Greg, for them to tighten things up defensively.
And it's a collective effort. So even the scorers have to be engaged and exert themselves in order to get stops.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. I mean, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Lyles out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. And it's Lee in at the point. Now here's Diallo. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career. With his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Bay. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Lee. Mills with the rebound. Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
And, you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Millsap. Kevin Durant comes in for Thomas. And Harris subbed in for Irving. Then for the Pistons, Grant, he's checked in for Lyles. Josh Jackson comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Hayes subbed in for Lee. And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Now here's Hayes, covered by Mills. And Hayes kicks to Diallo. Grant surveying the D. Bank shot off. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
But the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Now here's Hayes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Grant gets a wide open look. Hits the jumper in space. Grant's got his second basket of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Mills with it, covered by Hayes. Back to Mills. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Durant, that's good.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Hayes dishes to Olynyk. And it's sent back by KD.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart's checked in. Passes it to Griffin. 1:46 left now here in the second. Durant kicks to Mills. And here's Harris from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pistons trail by 15. Outside Jackson. And they recover it. Here's Stewart. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Millsap comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. Then for the Pistons, Miles checked in for Diallo. Saban Lee subbed in for Josh Jackson. Irving passes to Harris. Here's Aldridge. Outside for Millsap. It's stolen by Lyles. Fast break Detroit. Pass to Grant. Now here's Hayes. There's the drive. The layup missed.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
Got a piece of it. Lee with the steal. Dishes it to Grant. Now here's Hayes, guarded closely. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Hayes has got 6.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lee. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Harris.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Durant, no good. One second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
You know, Millsap is one of the tougher defenders in the league, and you can see why. He's physically smart. He's tough. He's not easy to go up against.
And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13-point lead.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
I come out with an intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo, so just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 13-point lead. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, it's never you're playing against the team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Grant will bring it up for Detroit. It's a 13-point game. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Thomas. And it's Griffin in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Hayes. He's covered by Irving. Grant dishes to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Floats it up for Grant.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Here's Jackson, and the lead is down inside single digits. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's just an example of effort there. Jackson taking pride in beating everybody down the floor in transition.
To the paint, here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Pistons trail by 11. Grant outside. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Back to Hayes. Down low and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Top of the key, Griffin. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Stewart. Thomas feeling it out a bit, and it's good for 2. Thomas got 12 in the game.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Here's Irving. Here's Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His first foul.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive, great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. It's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. And a switcher also for Detroit. Olenek, he's checked in for Grant. Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. Clock at 6. Second chance effort. He dishes it to Hayes. Count that one. And it's 8 points for Killian Hayes.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
The 3 from Mills. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pistons trail by 13. And here is Bay. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Lyles checked in for Detroit. Now here's Lee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. For 3, Harris. And the Nets miss again. Pistons trail by 13. That's to Diallo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Diallo's got his first points of the game.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's Bay. That one falls. Bay's got 5 now.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Joe Harris.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Now Mills. Nets passing it around. Outside Thomas. He kicks to Millsap. To the wing on the left. And here's Mills from the arc. They get it back. And the pass to Thomas. Olenek with the steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Saddiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class. A defender, and he's just scratching the surface. That's not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks. And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Durant's checked in for Thomas. Grant, he's checked in for the Pistons. Brooklyn leading by 7. Mills in the corner. Outside Durant. And there's the drive. Outside for Millsap. Irving for 3. Rebound, Detroit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
In the dunk by Lyles.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, G.A., right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Detroit making a switch. Hayes is checked in. KD looking around. Gets a very good look and converts. KD's got 9.
And they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
I love the fact there's no quitting. I mean, they know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Grant is out there with Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Hayes, and it's Jackson in at the 2-guard spot. And Hayes kicks to Diallo. Now the dish to Grant. From 15 feet away, that one's not going to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And KD throws it down.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
To the inside, Grant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Outside Durant with the drive. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
That's on Josh Jackson. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
That's good from Durant.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Irving passes to Millsap. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jackson. Here he goes. And Irving pulls it down. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Inside. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Mills.
And don't expect Griffin to get stopped by some contact. He's always ready for the physicality.
Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Now Now here's Hayes. T right on him. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Thomas comes in for Patty Mills. Bays checked in for Detroit. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, I like the attack mentality of Josh Jackson going inside and forcing the issue.
All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination.
Griffin on the double team. Feeds it to Hayes. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
A nice shot by Irving.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Hayes, bounce pass. Grant down low. Guarded by KD. What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
You know, the first thing that jumps out at you when you look at Grant is his athleticism. I mean, this guy is a terrific dunker and finishes well around the basket even when he doesn't dunk. He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Irving passes to Griffin. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Passes it to Jackson. Here's Stewart. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Irving attacking. KD finds Griffin.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
The kick out to Irving. Pass to Thomas. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for Thomas. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They trail by 10. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said they're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Okay, David, thanks. Harris against Bay. Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Irving. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. They recover it. For 3, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those
but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, will go down as their 48th win.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit
for Kevin Durant.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Goes back up. Millsap grabs the miss. Mills looking it over. Now the pass to Little. Fires the three. Off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, and practice with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing the opens the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.